Man, fool of me. What was wrong with the tackle anyway?
Take your shirt off.
So what if Costa fell on the floor and hit his head? Big deal. Happens every day.
Come on, Mitch.
Well, since when did you know the rules? Anyway, thanks for sticking up for us, all right?
Look, don't drag me into this. I don't have anything to do with this. Southgate is right. It is dangerous playing in the yard. Look at you.
Yeah, well, this isn't over yet, Papa, I'm telling you. You haven't seen the last of this. It's not over. You know why you hate soccer?
Why?
Because it's a wogs game, that's why.
Oh, come on, that's not right.
Well, how would you know? You've only been here for 6 months. We've been trying to get a team for 5 years. That bastard never let us on the oval once.
Our headline film is The Heartbreak Kid, a 1993 coming-of-age story set in a high school in Melbourne's ethnically diverse western suburbs. Christina, played by Claudia Carvin, is a 22-year-old teacher just out of university.
She volunteers to coach a new team herself, and the star player is 17-year-old Nick, played by Alex Dimitriades. He's cocky and outspoken, but obviously very bright and talented. Attraction sparks between the teacher and the student, though she tries to resist at first. But eventually a dangerous yet very understandable and sympathetically portrayed affair begins between the two.
Why didn't you come?
I've borrowed a friend's place. Meet me there this afternoon.
The story works well as both a classic melodrama and a fresh look at Australia's suburbs that takes us far away from the bland, white worlds of Neighbours and Home and Away.
It's no wonder that this film spawned a successful and long-running TV series, Heartbreak High, which starred many of the members of the film's cast and was screened on the Network 10 and the ABC between 94 and 99, attracting a predominantly youthful audience. It was brought and screened by countries all over the world.
The Heartbreak Kid was one of those films that just struck a chord, not just because it's a sweet, well-told story with amazing chemistry between the leads, but because it rang true for so many viewers who grew up in non-Anglo families.
The film is particularly adept at outlining the ways a modern young woman might need to fight against the patriarchal assumptions of a traditional migrant culture. It's uplifting to see Christina coming of age, having what some might call a late rebellion in her early 20s, and realising that what she desires, independence, fun, freedom, a relationship where she has an equal say in her destiny, is more valid than what her parents want for her. And yet the film acknowledges the price that must be paid for defying expectations.
And although the film supports the romance between Nick and Christina, it does encourage us to want to see them together. It also makes it clear that what she does, sleeping with one of her students, is a significant breach of trust and an abuse of responsibility. So the film doesn't entirely let her off the hook, does it, Rochelle?
No, it doesn't. I mean, there are really serious implications and repercussions for her. But this is a romance, and we do want to see these two together. And they're just so great. I mean, Claudia Carvin was, I think, 22 at the time of making this film, and Alex Dimitriades was 21 or something like this. This is his first role. He'd never acted before.
Yep.
And they just really hold their own on the screen, don't they?
They're both stunning, and what really shines through this film is both that chemistry we spoke about. I mean, they're both insanely attractive people, but they're really strong actors, and the acting holds up even by today's standards.